So we got a bit of a different video here today. We're going to talk about the steps that we took to stay safe and virus-free during our travel in 2020. This will absolutely not be the norm for this channel. I just recently took a trip though, and I'm going to be putting out some travel videos very soon. And I felt like I needed to go here before I started releasing those videos, just because I want people to know that I'm taking it very seriously, and I just felt like I should. I'm not smart. I don't know anything except for the fact that I've always been kind of picky about cleanliness when traveling. So I did a lot of these things we're going to talk about like before 2020. So yeah, I just thought we should just talk and just share some ideas, because if you're here, you might want to go visit some spooky places, and we should do so safely. So this is what we did to stay safe during our road trip. Okay, so the first step we took to stay safer was we drove. We drove from Dallas, Texas to Pacifica, California, which is Northern California, right below San Francisco. Yeah, so driving our own car kind of gave us that control of our environment. We could keep everything in the car clean. We could clean everything before it got brought into the car. You know, as much as you might want to spray the person sitting next to you on an airplane down with Lysol, yeah, it's kind of rude. Don't do that. So, yes, driving definitely made us feel safer than flying. Okay, so step number 2 is we brought cleaning supplies so we could thoroughly clean any place we had to spend more than an hour. So like hotel rooms, our Airbnb, anything we bought, souvenirs, just anything that we had to be in contact with, we could clean it. And, you know, they probably cleaned it before we got there, but I felt better cleaning it myself. So, yes. This is our glorious arsenal of cleaning supplies, but you don't have to bring all that. I'm going to list what I suggest you bring, which is, I'm going to list them, and then we're going to talk about what we kind of used each one for. So you're going to want a sanitizing leave-on spray safe for fabrics, a sanitizing leave-on spray safe for hard surfaces, sanitizing wipes, and high quality hand sanitizer. Sanitizing leave-on spray safe for fabrics. So ideally this would be like the Lysol spray where you can spray it and just leave it on. You don't have to wipe it back off. We couldn't find that. We ended up having to go with like pet urine remover. But it's sanitizing. That's, you know, it's 99.9% antibacterial. It's a sanitizing spray. It's basically the same thing. It's used to get pet grossness off carpet and couches and stuff. So it worked for our purposes. It's about the same thing. So yeah, you're going to use this for things like the chairs, the sofas, the beds, anything fabric when you go into your hotel room. You can spray down the carpet with it if you want, but be careful. Don't waste it all on the first night. Bring a couple bottles if you can. It was also really good to, like, before we put our suitcases and stuff back in our car to, like, keep going, to spray down our suitcases with it. Our suitcases are fabric, so I guess it depends on what kind of suitcase you have. Okay, so the next thing I listed was leave-on sanitizing spray safe for hard surfaces. So we use this for a ton of stuff. When we got into our hotel rooms for the night, we would spray down everything, any high-touch areas. So any faucets, sinks, the shower heads, the shower knobs, the toilet, the countertops, everything. So the TV remote, the switches for the lamps, the thermostat buttons, anything that is a high touch surface, you need to sanitize with this stuff. So I'm saying leave on, meaning you don't have to go back and wipe it off. 1, you're saving paper towels. 2, After driving like 15 hours and then having to sanitize your hotel room for 30 minutes or more, it's really nice not to have that extra step. You can just spray it on and leave it. All right, so that's kind of what we use for the sanitizing spray for hard surfaces. So, okay, the next thing we got was sanitizing wipes. So you're just going to wipe down your whole life with this stuff. You're going to use these for things like groceries, souvenirs, anything that you buy. They're also really great for like public restrooms. What I would do is kind of take one in my hand, open the gas station or grocery store door with it or whatever, open the door to the bathroom with it, wipe down the handle to the stall, both the outside and the inside, wipe down the flushing mechanism, assuming it wasn't motion, and lastly, wipe down the toilet seat. Then throw it in the garbage, not the toilet bowl. Don't clog things, it's rude. Yeah, why weren't we doing this before? It was like the cleanest public restroom experience ever. Like it even like gave kind of a nice clean smell in there. It was great. Yeah, so another important thing that I found about these is it was really important to keep some in the car, keep some in your backpack or purse, whatever you're carrying around, and keep some kind of at your home base, so like your Airbnb or hotel room. And don't move them around or you're going to end up without them somewhere. Next, we got high quality hand sanitizer. For real, buy a name brand hand sanitizer. Those off brands that you never heard of before 2020 smell like garbage. So get this is what we got. I recommend a gel and also this spray. So the gel was good. This is something else you need to keep in your car, in your backpack, and up in your Airbnb or hotel room or wherever you're staying. Hey guys, so I just wanted to give you a bit of a cautionary tale real quick. So when I started this video, I went looking in the backpack we took with us on the trip for my remote, and we discovered this little mess. So this bottle was over half full and dumped down in the backpack. It didn't happen at all while we were on the trip, so it had to have happened probably when we were shoving things in there trying to get home, or maybe even after we brought it in the house and just set it on a couch. But yeah, it's always good to keep stuff like this in a Ziploc baggie or some sort of plastic bag. Nothing really got damaged. Everything's all good. Luckily, it wasn't in like a bigger compartment of the backpack, but yeah, I'm really glad I didn't leave those books in there because this is where they were. Yeah, Ziploc baggies. Good investment. Don't move it around. Keep it there or you're going to end up without it because you'll forget. We used this every single time we got back in the car. The gel was great for your hands. The sanitizing, like the little spray we got, it was really nice for like when you have to like open a door with your elbow, or maybe you drop your jacket or something. Like it was really good to kind of spray down like yourself, or just kind of give anything just a quick spray. Your phone. It was pretty good for your phone too. You could also use the wipes for your phone also, which you need to sanitize occasionally. If you're in the store touching stuff and you touch your phone, you need to sanitize your phone. Okay, so drive, bring clean supplies. Number 3 is disposable gloves. So just chunk a bunch of these in your car. The main thing that we did with these was use them for gas pumps. Get out, put them on, pump your gas. Don't play with your phone with the gloves after you've touched the gas pump, or else you're going to have to sanitize your phone again. Leave your phone in your pocket. Throw away the gloves before you get back in the car. Sanitize your hands again. So yeah, disposable gloves, number 3. Number 4, we brought our own food. For the most part, we did eat out occasionally, you'll see, but pretty much the whole way there, and several meals while we were there on the way back. We brought our own food. We brought an ice chest. We had cold brew coffee in there with creamer, and we did sandwich stuff, granola bars, Lara bars, some grapes, peanuts, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, lots of stuff like that. So I feel like this greatly reduced the exposure, right? Because a lot of times when we stopped for gas, we would just go park in like a secluded area of the parking lot, eat real quick, be back on the road. It was quicker, it was cheaper. We didn't have to have so much interaction every time we wanted to eat. Also, it was really kind of neat because we could like park somewhere with a really good view and have lunch or whatever. So yeah, number 4, bring a lot of your own food. All right, number 5, what we did was we stayed in a Hilton hotel. Hilton owns a lot of hotels too, not just like Hilton. We stayed at a Hampton Inn and Suites. I mentioned them because, and you know, other hotels may have that, maybe check the main chains, but they have where you can, on their app, you check in, you pick your room number. Once your room is ready, a little digital key pops up on the app. So you do not have to stop at the front desk at all, you know, the front desk, where lots of other dirty travelers have been putting their hands all over stuff and touching things and breathing on stuff. You can avoid that altogether. You just walk in the hotel, walk up to your room number, touch the elevator button with your elbow or maybe the corner of a cleaning bottle, not your hands. Go upstairs and you can unlock the door with your phone. You can also check out with your phone. So that was really nice. Number 6. Okay, so we bought sleeping bag liners, and I'll link what we bought down in the description from Amazon. These are going to be my life from now on as far as hotels and Airbnbs go, because I cannot stand sleeping on sheets that I don't know where they've been or what they've been doing or with who. So yeah, sleeping bag liners were really nice. We bought like the double. So yeah, me and my husband could still be close to each other. And it was really nice. I don't even know if this is a COVID thing. I think I'm just bragging about sleeping bag liners right now. But yeah, it was nice to have. I don't like sleeping on other people's sheets. So next we got social distancing activities. 90% of what we did was walk around, drive around, sit on a beach, look at the ocean. And we chose our location with those things in mind. My husband and I have both been to Northern California before. We know our favorite thing to do there is look at the ocean. So that made us perfectly happy, just driving around to beaches, hanging out. We made some other stops along the way that also were social distancing. Abandoned mining town, 30, 40 minutes off the main highway. Can't get much more distance than that. Death Valley in the heat of the summer. Yeah, there weren't a lot of people there, turns out. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Like, I'm talking about stuff like this as opposed to, like, going to New Orleans, which is, my favorite thing to do there are, restaurants, nightlife stuff, which I know not all that's open, but it doesn't lend itself to those social distancing activities. So, pick places with outdoor activities and pretty scenery, basically. Okay, so that's number 7. So number 8, we got extra trash bags and or a poncho or like a tarp, all kind of used for the same thing. Definitely bring some extra trash bags though. Something extra trash bags can be used for are like maybe if you want to isolate something, like maybe you throw a blanket down somewhere. It's the last time you're going to use it. You just want to stuff it in a trash bag, throw it in the car, deal with it when you get home. Or anything that like maybe you bought something that is bigger or something and you want it separated from the rest of your stuff. It works for that. It also works as kind of like a barrier for you. Like, maybe you want to have lunch at a picnic table by the ocean. You don't know the last time somebody sat there. Maybe if you don't have your spray on you or you feel like you're not getting good coverage, you could just throw the poncho down. We have a kind of a large poncho that folds up really small. We take with us. Or trash bags down, and that kind of puts a barrier between you and any like highly touched surfaces that you might come in contact with and maybe want to hang out a little longer at. So number 9 is we wore masks. And guess what, everybody? It wasn't that difficult. We wore masks when we were anywhere around anybody. We brought probably like 8 cloth masks, and then we had a whole bunch of disposable masks that we didn't even end up using, but it was still nice to have in case in case all our masks ended up in the Airbnb and we were already on the road, or maybe they were dirty, you know. So yeah, bring some of both. Okay, so number 10, wash your hands. Not like rinse your hands. Really, really wash your hands. I washed them every chance I could. It's common sense, you would think, but I would stand at the sink washing my hands, and 3 different people would come and go while I continued washing my hands. Like, we're talking, I mean, I didn't stand there forever. It was like I tried to count to 20, like they said, 20 seconds. Um, yeah, you're going to need to wash your hands because other people aren't. So, wash hands whenever you can. All right, so that's all the tips I got for you today. Yeah, I'm going to have more spooky content coming very soon. So don't give up on me, guys. This is a one-off, I promise. If you're still here, thanks. Like and subscribe. Yeah, comment some of your tips if you want. Don't be mean to me. That's rude. Yeah, I'll see you guys later.